In this video, I'm gonna be sharing my 8 years of experience with using project management tool called Basecamp. So let's find out if the Basecamp is a good fit for you. Hey guys, this is Janis, and in today's episode I'm gonna be reviewing a project management tool called Basecamp. So Basecamp has been great in my business. I've been managing multiple projects like website development project as well as multiple mobile game development projects, and it's all been done within a Basecamp. I think it's extremely important to have and leverage these kind of tools, especially if you're working with a team, because I think everybody needs to know who's responsible about what and how things are moving forward in general, so that you can have a transparency and understanding how things are developing in your business. Just a quick disclaimer, this is not a paid review, and I just want to share with you guys my personal experience on how I've been using it, what I think is good about the tool, what I think is not so good about the tool, so you can guys really kind of understand and make a decision whether it's a right tool for you or whether it's not. I'm also not using Basecamp by myself at the moment. I stopped using it about 9 months ago or about a year ago, and I've moved to the different software. But that's definitely not to say that the Basecamp is not a good project management tool. I do think and I do believe that it is a great tool. It just so it wasn't able to offer the features that I really wanted to see in a project management tool. But the Basecamp has other features that are really strong that my new management software cannot really handle as good as Basecamp could. So it's some things has improved, some things has lacked, but I just wanted to let you know so you're well aware of that. So without further ado, let's jump into the tool and let's check it out. So this is how it looks like when you log into your dashboard. Obviously you can see your company here, but we're going to be going down to this section here, projects, and I'm going to be using a sample project to show you all the features. Now this is how the features look like. Obviously they're laid out here. Obviously there are 6 main features, and then we're also going to look in a couple of top bar features at the end of the video. So let's start to look at how it operates in general. I just want to show you a structure a little bit. So once you go to any particular section, you have this top bar here that shows you where you're at, and if you want to navigate back, you just click on the icon and then you can go to the particular section, or you can just go back to obviously the home layout. Now if you go to the message boards, you'll see that you can go deeper into the message itself, and then you can just navigate one step back at a time. Right, so let's start with the first feature, which is Campfire. Campfire is like a chatting tool, obviously something like Skype integrated into the Basecamp, and you can use this feature to communicate with other members of the team. I have to say that I personally didn't use this feature a lot because obviously I'm running online business, and obviously the members of the team are from the different places in the world, and we just wouldn't work on the same time. So I didn't find it very useful, but for those who are working pretty much on the same time, this can be a quick way how to kind of internally communicate and get things resolved. Alright, so that would be it about this particular thing. Now let's go back, so let's jump into the message boards. Now message boards are like announcements that you put out and let everybody know about the news. I use these a lot, especially to let people know that we're gonna be working with a new person or with a new client, or just inform everybody about some specific news. So it's pretty straightforward. You create a message, you name it. They also have some cool icons now, which I haven't seen before, and then you just title it. Let's do this feedback, and just type in anything you want to let people know. As I said, I would use it quite a lot for feedback because we were developing multiple apps. So if I send it out for external review, then I would come here and I would copy in the email from from the other company or the person who would review the game. So that is how it would be. I have to say that the actual like tools that are available in this menu are really cool, because obviously you have a wide range of options. You can do a lot of different things. You can change the color and everything, which is not that actually available in other project management softwares that I have used. So you can go pretty deep. You can bullet point, and you can change the text size, and as I said, bold things out. So it's really handy when you want to kind of customize your text. So once you're done, another cool feature is, if I ever wanted to just inform part of the team, I don't have to get everybody involved just to create like extra noise. So I can only choose the people that really needs to deliver, that really needs to get this particular message. So I can only let 2 people in my team know about the new thing, if only 2 people will be involved in, you know, giving opinion or whatever. So I save it, and then I post the message. And then pretty much people can come in and read and leave some feedback, and then we can discuss it in here. Of course, you can attach pictures and files. I have to say the files have been a really good use, particularly because I was working on multiple mobile games, and obviously we could attach the builds. And then as we put the new builds out, we can discuss them and obviously get a feedback and everything. So this has been working great as well. And then a little tiny feature, people can actually clap for you if they think that obviously it's a great news, or obviously they've been praised. Right, so that's about the message boards. Let's move further to the next section, and it's the to-dos. Well, this is the core of the whole project management, right? Because this is I think this is the like core feature of everything. So the principle that it works is, obviously you have a list of the things. So if we go to, let's say, this section, episode 32, then you can create different types of the tasks, assign a different people who are going to be responsible, and set a date by which the task needs to be completed, which is the main things that you want to know. You want to know when it's going to be done, and you want to know who is responsible about it. So if this task hasn't got a date, I can just set it and at any date I want. Let's say 30th, save changes, so it needs to be done by 30th now here. So that's about the to-dos. Another thing about to-dos, they can be also discussed same as a normal topics. So again, I would just leave my feedback, anything that I want, and I can just comment it. Again, same notification feature like in the message board. I can, you know, let as many people as I think need to be involved in this conversation. And yeah, then I make changes, and then I add this comment. And obviously, as I posted, all these people here were notified about what I just said. So I think it carries out very good infrastructure in terms of informing and communication. And it's also attached to the individual task, which is really, really great about this type of planning tool and planning software. So yeah, that's pretty much it on the tasks, on the core feature. Let's move on to the next thing, which is gonna be the schedule. Right, the schedule feature is pretty much like a calendar view, and you can see what's coming up. Obviously, we can see that somebody is on holiday on a particular day, so everybody stays informed in the team. I have to say we didn't use this feature very much because I don't think it gives enough visual feedback. I mean, you know, they could make the calendar bigger and kind of include it in there instead of just instead of just, you know, adding a dots and then having like a huge list of the items. So that's why we didn't kind of use it quite a lot. So that's about the scheduling, but yes, you can use it, and you can let people know about where you are, so nobody's kind of looking for you when you're on holiday. The next thing is automatic check-ins. This is like automatic email feature that you can enable. As you can see here, people have somebody has set up the reminder. Do you have any ideas for a future show? And obviously 8 people are being asked every Monday at 9 AM. So I think it's a good for like a development things, something that you want to kind of improve. So people are kind of reminded to kind of share their opinion all the time. I did try to use this feature. I had set up a reminder by asking people whether they have any issues, if they get stuck. But then after some time I kind of took it off, because I felt that, you know, it's not a good thing to only ask them if they have issue. They have to know when they're stuck, and I wanted to let me know instantly rather than wait when they get the reminder. So that's why again I didn't pretty much use it a lot. And the last one on the boards is the docs. Docs and files. Obviously you can create a new documents, you can create new folders, and so this is gonna be first. Okay. And you can create folders, and you can arrange all the different types of the items. Obviously you can throw the pictures in or anything. It's really cool. It's all drag and drop. So you can rearrange the things in the right places and kind of move them about. You can add the Google Docs in here, as well as create just like a fresh document. We did use quite a lot of Google Docs during our development process, so we didn't really kind of created separate documents in here. But the great thing about these are that, again, you can notify people, and obviously everybody will be up to date. Right, so that's about the main features. I also wanted to touch on couple of other things that I used quite a lot, and one of them features were latest activity. So if I checked in a project and I want to see what's going on, this is a great section, a latest activity, where you can see all the latest things that's been going on. So you can actually very quickly pick up like on how productive day has been, who has done what, and obviously what has been actually happening. So you can click into each of these and kind of check these things out. Another thing that I used quite a lot was reports, and obviously when you go into the reports you can filter out all the tasks that, for example, has been overdue. At the moment this is a good thing to see, nothing is overdue and everything is going fine, but sometimes there would be a specific tasks that are not completed, so I would check this section every day pretty much. Also, I used it to kind of when I had the meetings with the particular people, I would just type them in to see what they've been working on. Like I just typed in by myself, and I can see that I have to organize a team meeting. Yeah, so that is pretty much everything from the main features. One thing I didn't show you that I think is really good is drag and drop tool. Obviously I showed you drag and drop tool in the docs, but it's also same with tasks. So I can rearrange tasks within the task list, or I can actually bring over tasks from another task list, so it kind of changes the layout and everything. So it can be helpful if you move things from one week to another, if you have weekly tasks or something like that, so you can then do that. So yeah, that's about it. I think I did cover pretty much all the features. But yeah, so that is how Basecamp looks on inside. So I hope you found it useful to see how you can go through all the features and what it kind of offers inside before you go and give it a try. Now, What I really liked about Basecamp, and I told you at the beginning of the video that I don't use it anymore, then I think the strong side of the Basecamp is infrastructure in having tasks with very well developed structure so that you can comment, you can attach files, and you can kind of build this flow where you can discuss and resolve things. So that's on like really strong side on infrastructure and being able to, you know, notify people and keep that communication very, very close. On a weak side, what I would say, and what was the reason why I moved away from the Basecamp, was the fact that it wasn't as good in visual representation. It was really hard for me to kind of grasp the whole general view of how project is moving ahead. And this is very important for me as a project manager who is in charge of making sure that things are going forward, to see the general overall picture, how things are developing and what's lacking behind, where I need to focus my attention. Of course, they do have this reporting tool, which was introduced lately. I mean, I'm saying lately, but it was some time ago, but it was one of the latest features that I saw on the platform. And you can go and sort out the tasks by completed by the person, and it kind of improved the things a little bit, but I still wanted to see like a general view of how things are moving forward. On the downside, obviously I migrated to another software which is called TeamGantt, and on TeamGantt it's much more improved. There is like a big calendar, you can see each task, obviously how it's been like progressing and how much complete is that and who's responsible, the same thing, but it's much more visual. But I wouldn't say that, oh, you know, Basecamp is bad and TeamGantt is great. There is just some huge downsides on a TeamGantt as well, my new project management software. And if you talk in terms of these tasks and how easy it is to attach things and keep the communication going, then that's again the downside, because you cannot attach the real files. You can only link to external sources, like you have to use Dropbox, or you can use Google Drive to kind of link out and then get the file, whereas in Basecamp it was just there. You just download it from there and you leave the comment. So that is kind of a downside on my new project management software. And also, I don't know how it's built, but if the Basecamp was more of a kind of web tool and it's just clicked really quickly and it worked really fast, then TeamGantt for some reason is built on some kind of pop-up or something, and every time I click something it just loads and loads and loads, and I don't know on what it's built. So there is not only like a good side on one software and bad side on another one. They both have minuses and pluses, and you have to evaluate what you need the most for your kind of projects. If you're a project manager and if you're managing the project or business, then I definitely think that, you know, investing your money in a good project management software is absolutely a must, because it's going to help you to stay clear and achieve your goals so much quicker. And it's also going to be beneficial for your team, because they're going to be up to date with what's going on, what needs to be done, you know, attaching the documentation to make sure that things are clear and executed with required time frame. So definitely, if you are managing the projects or running a business, you know, project management tool is absolutely a must. So if you like what you see in the video, then I would suggest to go to basecamp.com and give it a try, because the only way you're gonna know that the software is right for you is by actually trying it out. It does have a free trial, so you're not risking anything. You don't even need to put your card details in and cancel it later. It's just straightforward. You register and you are ready to go. So create some tasks, stick with it and see how it works for you and your team. If you like the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this. This was me, Janis from Driven by Goal, helping you to achieve your goals. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye. And I think are the most important ones, and it is 1.